What's going on, Falcon fan? This is your boy Rakundo come back at you with another video. So we're going to talk about this disappointing loss that the Atlanta Falcons had today. Once again, another disappointing loss. Atlanta Falcons lose to another one win team on the season in the Carolina Panthers. In my opinion, the season is over. Yes, they got 3 games left. Mathematically, they're not out of it yet. However, I think the season is over. And at this time, we need to start thinking about the future, think about what changes need to be made, how the Atlanta Falcons can get better. And we'll get into the game and just, just see how we can actually try to improve moving into the next season. So with that being said, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Please hit the like button so I know you guys are here to talk about. Then please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in here. We talk about, that's right, these Atlanta Falcons. So we'll get into a quick game overview, which is really not a whole lot to talk about today. The Atlanta Falcons only put up 7 points on the day, um, which is kind of the way the season has went from an offensive standpoint. No surprises to me whatsoever what the Atlanta Falcons able to do on offense today. I actually kind of saw this coming. If you go back to my videos last week that I did, the ones that I did with the other, Falcon content creators, Smitty Smart Machine, those guys, and the one I did on Monday prior to that was just what I just said happened. Um, we have seen enough of this Atlanta Falcons offense this season. It is what it is. Um, the quarterback is not where he needs to be. The coach is not where he needs to be. The offense is in the whole is just is not good. It's not able to produce points. It's not able to be consistent enough to actually win games for this Atlanta Falcon team. You go in a game where your defense allowed 9 points on the game on the for the entire game, and you lose the game. It's really nothing more that you really can say about that. Um, it's just piss poor execution, piss poor coaching. For an offensive standpoint, you're not going to put excuses on the offensive line, anything like that. I don't think none of that had a factor in this game. The inclement weather, I don't think it had a factor in this game. I just believe, at the end of the day, our offense was have shown what it's shown all season long, and that's just an ineptitude of trying to move the ball and put points on the board. This Atlanta Falcon team is just not where it needs to be. 51 plays today for a total of 204 yards, 152 passing yards, 1 TD, rushing attempts, 31 rushing attempts today, um, to the 12 passing attempts, right? So I guess most people got what they wanted. They wanted them to actually run the ball more today instead of passing the ball. But either way, if you run it more, pass it more, still outcome still the same, right? So at the end of the day, we're not able to produce efficient offense to get points on the board from this Atlanta Falcon team. And in my opinion, and it comes down to two people, and it's the quarterback and the play caller, and who is also our head coach. So something has to give. But moving forward, um, not sure the direction this team's going to go in. I know a lot of people right now is calling for our head coach to actually get to lose his job, right? Arthur Smith. It's been reported that he's not going to get fired. So with that being said, the Atlanta Falcons have to make a decision. Somebody has to go between one of those guys. It got to be the quarterback. It has to be the coach. If you're not going to fire the coach, well, quarterback needs not necessary to get kicked off the team, but he needs to be labeled to what he is basically a backup quarterback in the NFL. Pretty good backup quarterback. I think he come in and win you a couple of games, but from um, being able to lead a team franchise, he's not that guy. And I think we have seen enough um, game film. We have seen enough evidence of what things you should not do to cause people to lose games. Um, in my opinion, that interception was probably one of the biggest moments in the game. The Atlanta Falcons in scoring position already, driving down the field, had all the momentum in the game. And one thing that you cannot do at that point is turn over the ball. And that's what Desmond Ridder did. There's no excuse for that. Um, there's nothing else anybody can tell me. That's just piss poor execution from the quarterback position, right? The play calling is the play calling. It's piss poor as well. Um, you can question the plays that were called and everything like that, but at the end of the day, you cannot turn the ball over in that position, right? It's old cliche. It's old cliche. Big time players make big time plays and big time moments. And then what we seen was the young rookie quarterback on the other side after that interception, when their team had the momentum, go down the field for 95 yards and put his team in um, winning, winning position to win the game. That's not that's what you want to see from your quarterback. Bryce Young has not played well this season, but when it came down to the moment, to make plays, he made plays in the end of the game. Right? You have seen Desmond Ridder do it. I'm not arguing. A lot of people saying he has did this. He's been with the fourth quarter and all things like that. But when it came down to our season on the line, um, must win against a one win team that had nothing to play for really. Fans didn't even show up to the game. It was an empty stadium. They was playing for themselves, and they playing against a team that had every opportunity that needed had a must win in that season, and they lost. It's no excuse for that. It's no excuse for what the Atlanta Falcons did today from an offensive standpoint. None whatsoever. I mean, you can go in, you can talk about the coach. Like I said, you can talk about the coach. You can talk about the quarterback. But whatever needs to happen, they need to go ahead and make changes immediately. Um, if you want to go ahead and do it tomorrow, um, you can do it. I don't care. Go ahead and fire the coach. Um, I personally been behind this team, for so long, and I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I know all the other Falcon fans are tired too. You know, I'm a season ticket holder for the Atlanta Falcons. I've been a season ticket holder for the last 5 seasons. For the last 5 seasons, I've been going to the games, supporting this team, being a season ticket holder, and it's time for action. Enough talking. Enough going out talking about and getting the same old cliche answers that we're going to get it together. We know we still in it. No, you're out of it. You had an opportunity to win this game. You had an opportunity to win the game last week. You had an opportunity to win with the Cardinals. You had an opportunity to win with the Vikings. You had an opportunity to win with the Commanders. And we blowed it. We blown the lead. We blown play after play, making excuse after excuse for the quarterback, making excuse after excuse for the coach. Every opportunity that we got all season long. Everybody, every Falcon fan this season came into this season with the high hopes, looking at the schedule, looking at the talent we had assembled on defense, looking at the talent that we had on offense, and thought that we was going to be a whole lot better team than we are now. And I can tell you on paper, we are better than what our record shows. We are. We are better than what our record shows. But one thing about pro football, one thing that separate football from amateur football, like college football, is situational football. And the Atlanta Falcons continue every season to not deliver in situational football. I know every Falcon fan, if you've been a Falcon fan for years and years and years, when Desmond Ridder threw that interception, I know every last, including myself, we like, here we go. Because we know we're about to happen. We know we're about to happen. We had the opportunity to win that game, and what happened? What happened? That's it's sad, man. It's really sad to see how our Atlanta Falcons go out and people say we curse, whatever. No, we just don't execute, right? Coaching and execution. That's what this team is really all about this season. It's about the coaching, poor coaching, and the execution from the players, right? On the defensive side, we got one big time player on defense. Since Grady's been out, one big time player, only guy to go out and make plays, right? We can't make plays in situations and get off the field on defense, make a big play on offense to keep the drive going, right? It's always something. And at this point, that's where we're at as Falcons, right? They need to go out and make a drastic move this offseason. If Arthur Smith is going to come back as head coach, sound like he is, we might not like it. It sounds like he's going to be head coach, but they have to go out and make a drastic move, right? They got to go out and get a pass rusher. They need to stop, you know, playing around. We don't have somebody to get out their quarterback. They need to stop that. We've been talking about this for seasons after season after season after season, right? Go out and get a big time rusher, pass rusher. You need if you want to be serious about winning, at some point in time, the Atlanta Falcons need to go ahead and get serious about it, right? This city, this Atlanta Falcon fan base deserve a winner. We've been with you through thick and thin. You haven't did nothing for us your entire existence as being established. Nothing. Think about it. And we still here. We loyal fans, and you need to take if you want us to be serious and be a loyal fan base to you, you should be serious and take actions right now. Now it's ridiculous to see every week we come out and we cheer for you guys, and you put out this piss poor performance of a game where a one win team come in and you put up 7 points in the game. There's no excuse for that. You had everything on the line. They had nothing on the line. It's a playoff game. You come out, yeah, we know we playing for. It don't seem like it. It don't seem like you know you're playing for. Was your scheme to coach up for to get put up 7 points in a game? Like that's unsaid, man. It's no excuse for that. It's no excuse for that. None whatsoever. Desmond, you cannot make that throw, man. Who was you throwing the ball to? Arthur Smith, 3rd and 11. Throw the ball. Try to get the first down. Do you want to win? Or you just gonna put all the pressure on your offense, on your defense? Like, I don't understand your play calling. I don't understand. If you don't trust the quarterback, get him out the game. If you don't trust him, get him out the game. Like, man, you trying to win. Your play calling is terrible, bro. It's terrible, man. It don't make any sense. Desmond, you cannot throw that ball, man. There's no excuse for that whatsoever. You cannot throw that ball. You in scoring position. Any good quarterback would know I can't turn the ball over. We up 1 point. If anything, we need to go up 4, right? For make them drive the distance to get a touchdown. But no, you look like you threw a blind pass. I don't know who you throwing the ball to, bro. Like, piss poor. Bijan, hold on to the ball, bro. Like, this is one of the worst at the timing. We needed this game. Big need. We needed this. Saints, Bucks both won. We lost the game. This is just. So the question is, what now, right? What now? For me personally, I think the season is over. Mathematically, the Atlanta Falcons are still in it, right? But now we need the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to lose twice. We got to go out and win out, right? How many people think that Atlanta Falcons going to win on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts? And if you do think they're going to win, what have you seen over the last 3 weeks to make you feel that way? That's the question. What have you seen over the last few weeks to make you feel like the Atlanta Falcons can beat the Indianapolis Colts at home? They have shown you anything. They haven't shown you anything. Think about it. Think about it, man. Offense is anemic. Yes, it was raining. Yes, it was wet. That's no excuse, man. That's every childhood dream of playing football in the rain, going out making plays. Right? It's about execution and coaching. And our execution from the player standpoint is not up to par. And our coaching to put the guys in the right spot is not up to par. Something has to give. Something has to give. Arthur Blank, you got a passionate fan base. I see them every day. A whole bunch of content creators out there. I see them out on X. I see them on Twitter. Everybody is frustrated. Everybody calling for Arthur Smith. But something has to be done. So your decision is to keep the coach, right? You need to put stipulations on it. He can't call plays next year, right? That has to be something. Dude, you cannot call plays. You need to change up your offense. Why would you go out and draft 3 offensive players back to back to back and don't utilize them? We put up 7 points and we got 3 top 10 picks on our offense. We got 1,000-yard running back from last season. Right? I don't understand, man. It's no excuse for what the Atlanta Falcons shown us over the last month and a half. Not just this week, last week, over the last month and a half, from an offensive standpoint, it's no excuse. Right? This division should have already been locked. It should have already been over. Think about it. This division should have already been done. We should have beat the Cardinals. We should have beat the Vikings. Should have beat the Bucks last week. This division should have already been a done deal. Should be no excuse for the Atlanta Falcons to be in this position. Arthur Smith going to have another losing season coming up. 3 seasons in a row. You know what? In the first 2 seasons, you can make a good reasons why. Okay, why we were 7-10. This season is no excuse. We had one of the easiest schedules in the league. We played so many rookie quarterbacks. We played backward quarterbacks. Our defense is top 10. Top 10 defense. And we ain't scored 30 points in over 2.5 years. But we got an offensive coach that came in, put all the capital in the draft on the offense, and we can't even score more than 7 points in a must-win game in a stadium where their fan base didn't even show up. The crowd wasn't a factor. It was like a high school, like a high school football game, and we blew it, man. It's the most. The Atlanta Falcons have lost some of the most embarrassing games this season. Right? Josh Dobbs, been with for 4 days, and he beat us. Right? Quarterback coming from an ACL injury, just coming back his first game, he beat us. Right? 1-win team, Carolina, 1-12, beat us. And a must win for us. Man, they had their linebacker doing kickoffs. It's the embarrassing most. Their fan base didn't even show up to support them. I think we had more Falcon fans in the stadium than Panthers fans. It's no excuse, man. It's no excuse. Changes need to be made. I don't know what changes. I don't know where to go. Do we blow it all up? You can't blow it all up because you have a plethora of talent on this team. We see it. It's not without talent. That's the problem. That's why we're so disappointed, because this is a talented team. We can see the guys, right? We can see the rookie, Zach Harrison getting his first sack, Taquan Graham getting his first sack, Nate Landman, undrafted guy coming out, getting his playing his butt off. Clark Phillips, who didn't play well today, but had flashes last week, right? Drake London. We don't know how good Drake London can be because we don't have a quarterback that can get in the rock. Let's be honest, right? Kyle Pitts. We don't know how good Kyle Pitts can be because we don't have a quarterback to get them right. We don't have an offensive coordinator to design plays, to scheme and to get them open, right? Don't you guys get tired of hearing about Sam Laporta, guy who was drafted, got more touchdowns than Kyle Pitts, right? All these other tight ends, they shine every week. Our tight end, who was the highest drafted tight ends in NFL history, can't even get but 4 catches a game. Something has to change. Something has to change. Something has to change. And if the coach comes back and he's still calling plays, the quarterback comes back and he want to run it back with him, nothing's going to change. We have seen enough. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. They have reached their limit. If they don't make changes, they're not going anywhere. The Atlanta Falcons need to make changes. To get some of these comments, Arthur Smith did as good as he could call less talent before the season. The defense has always given us opportunity to score more points. That's why I have been asking for Arthur Smith. He hit it right on the nail. What else you gonna ask for? Defense gave up 9 points. You can look at the last drive all you want to. Yes, I wish our defense could stand up and bail our offense out every time. I wish they could. I really wish that our defense could bail our offense out every time. But they gave up 9 points. No TDs. They gave up 9 points. Our offense, with 2 number 8 overall picks, a number 4 overall pick, right? 1,000-yard running back from last season. And we can't get more than 7 points. And I know everybody want to look at Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith, he's the head of the snake. But I'm telling you guys, that interception by Desmond Ridder cost us the game. It's no other way to look at it. That cost us the game. That fumble, the drive before by Bijan, yeah, we gave up a field goal. Guess what? We were still in the lead. It was 6-7. That interception by Desmond Ridder in the fourth quarter, missed the fourth quarter himself, blew the game. He lost the season for the Falcons with that interception. That I don't care what nobody says. That's what it was. You cannot make that throw. To me, that was it for me. I already seen it anyway. I already knew he was a backup quarterback. He's not a franchise guy. How much we wanted to, because it'd be really beneficial for this Atlanta Falcon because of the money and all that stuff, and already have the pieces in place. He is not the guy. There's no other way to put it in perspective. You cannot make that throw, man. You weren't even making a play. You just threw it right to I see if you was trying to make a play, right? I'm trying to make a play. I'm going to give my guy a chance. You threw it right to the guy. The most crucial moments in the game. Situational football is why teams lose in the NFL. It's just that simple. That's why the games are going to come down to 1-score games, because big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. That's what they do. And we don't have that. We got a lot of good players on our team, but we don't have no big-time players. And you always got to have at least a competent quarterback that ain't going to lose the game for you. He had like 3 fumbles. 3 fumbles in the game. And then you got a head coach don't know how to call plays. The fumble on Bijan Robinson, you wasn't even trying to get the first down. That was 3rd and long, and you ran the ball. Like, are you trying to get the first down, or I'm just going to put all the pressure back on my defense, who's been out there the whole game, because I'm 6 for 12. They had 12 first down the whole game. The Atlanta Falcons had 12 first downs the whole game. Carolina has a good defense, but it's not that good. It's not that good. It's no excuse for what happened. It's no excuse for what happened today. There's no excuse what happened last week. No excuse what happened when we lost to the Vikings. No excuse what happened when we lost to the Cardinals. No excuse we lost to the Commanders. You just go down the list. Go down the list. And it's the same stories. The same stories. Inefficient offense. Defense been top 10 all year. The defense been top 10 all year. They've been giving they all season long. All season long. The offense has let us down. The head coach has let us down. Our quarterback, who we wanted to be the guy, had let us down. So at this point, what now? Where do they go? They got to make changes, man. They have to. And this coming from a guy, like I said, I've been here since the 90s. I've been a Falcon fan since the 90s. And guess what? The Falcons ain't never won shit. And I still been here. Diehard Falcon fan, man. My favorite team in all of sports. My favorite baseball, football, basketball, college sports, anything. My favorite team in all sports is this team right here. And every season they have let us down as a fan base. Every season, man. And we still here. Why? It's time for action, man. It's time to let it go. Right? Show us that you serious. Right? It's not about just putting fans in the butts in the seats. It's about winning. Right? We need to see action. At this point now, right? This season over, in my opinion, it's over. They're not going to win their last 3 games. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not from that offense that we've seen for the last month and a half. They're not winning the last 3 games. I'm sorry to tell everybody that they're not winning. That it just go ahead and get your mind right, like me, because if you don't, you're going to be upset every week. You know, you be upset again next week. Then next week, so just go ahead and get your mind right, ready now that they're not winning their last 3 games. It's not happening. That offense that we seen the last month and a half is still there. Like, there's no way that he's gonna figure out all of a sudden how to call plays to get his guys involved. He haven't done it in 13 games. It's not happening. It's no way. Well, in 14 games now, it's not happening. So let's go ahead and start to think about what can we do to moving forward. Let's get what kind of things that they can do in the off seasons, right? Do they need to fire the coach? Right? That's on the table, right? Do they need to fire the coach? It's been out they said they're not gonna fire him. So if they're not gonna fire the coach, right? What we're gonna do with the quarterback position? In my opinion, go all in, man. Go all in, right? It's like 5 quarterbacks in this draft. Just go all the way up to number 1, get the best one. Get the best one. Go for roll the dice. I don't know if they're gonna pan out. We never know about these young quarterbacks. We don't know how good they're gonna be. But I can tell you this: you can't stand pat. As an organization, it's time. It's time to go all in. Right? Put all your cards and chips in the middle. Put all your cards in the middle and see what happens. Let's do it. As a fan, I would rather you to do that than stay pat and stay with the same coach, stay with the same thing that we have seen for these last 3 years. At this point, you need to make a drastic change. If Arthur Smith stays the coach, he can't call plays anymore. That needs to be the decision made because he don't know how to get his guys involved. He does not know how to get his guys involved. That has been proven. That has been proven. He does not know how to get his guys involved. So if Arthur Smith's going to be the coach, get an offensive play caller, right? Desmond Ridder cannot be the quarterback. I'm sorry. He cannot be the quarterback. If you're going to trade for a veteran, I don't know what veteran out there you can trade for. It's up to them to figure that out. Kirk Cousins, you want to try to go the Justin Fields route, who's just as inconsistent as Desmond Ridder, you can do that as well. But you need to make a change, right? Go all in. Go all in. Easiest thing for me is go get an unknown commodity. Go for the young rookie quarterback. That's what most franchises do, right? We got pieces, we got money, so we can go out and put a lot of pieces around this young quarterback. Look at what CJ Stroud did this year. Like, this is where we need to go. That's my opinion. I'm interested to see what you guys think about that. Go all in. You need to go in and get a pass rusher. The best pass rusher out there on the market, go pay him. If he's on the free agent market, the Falcons need to go get him. They got to make a trade. Go trade for him. They need to make a splash, and they need to prove that they're really serious about this thing, right? Because we tired, man. Every year it's the same crap. Like, I'm tired of having that here we go moment. Because like I said, I know for a fact when Desmond Ridder threw the interception, we all said the same thing. Here we go. You be in the stadium, have all the momentum in the world. What happened? Here we go. Like, it's the Falcon fan feeling, right? That you get when you already see it happening because you have seen it happen so many times. So you like, here we go. It's about to go down. Just like we and you be all in awe, but we should be in awe because we have seen it hundreds of times over the existence of this fan base of this franchise. We have seen it. They always let us down, guys. They need to make a change, man. They need to make a change. That's where it is now. Like, this was just the I mean, it was already you could already see it coming. But this game today, scoring 7 points in a must win against a 1-win team, it says it all. It says it all, man. The late 70s, I watched the Falcon blow it. See, going all the way back to the 70s, man. Going all the way back to the 70s. With the Colts coming in town, how do you think the Falcon Tans will be? Well, guess what? I don't know if I'm coming to the game. So Falcon fans attendance, I don't know if I'm coming, man. It's Christmas Eve. I was ready to be there, playoff push to support the team, but I don't know if I'm coming. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the attendance. I'm not sure 100%. I'm not sure, and it could be like how the Panthers game was today. Arthur Blankmeyer will go ahead and put the tickets on sale. That's what I'm thinking about the attendance in the game. I don't see the players really playing anymore. They ain't got nothing to play for no more. Season over, man. It's over, right? You need the Bucks to lose twice, and you got to win out. That's not happening. The Bucks can't lose twice. They got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got the Aints, so they could lose twice. That could happen, but the Falcons ain't winning 3 in a row. So you can count your eggs on that. That's not happening. The kid did not work out at all. Nope. Gave me a chance, man. Gave me a chance. Gave me a chance. I tell you what, give Bryce Young the talent that Desmond Ridder had and see what would have happened. Give Bryce Young the talent Desmond Ridder had and see what would have happened. I promise you it would have been a whole lot different. I agree on these players are going to make the business decisions on how to play moving forward. Yep. Here we go. Like that, because you already know it, man. Like it's happening, dog. It's happening every year. When he threw the interception, I know all you Falcon fans. I don't know what your term is. My term is here we go. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. I go all the way back to the early 90s when we was playing the Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino was still quarterbacking, and it was a regular season game, and the Falcons took the lead, and they were kicking the Dan Marino, and I remember here we go, like, because that's what we do. We always, give the fan base hope, right? It's not like it's a blowout or or we have no hope of winning. Like we lose it at the end somehow, some way, and it's some kind of thing is where the Falcons they can't win it, man. That's what it is. It's somewhere where the Falcons just blow it in the end. That's what they do. That's exactly what the Falcons do. They just blow it in the end, man. It's pathetic, man. It really is. It's you know I go back to the '98 Super Bowl, and we weren't supposed to be there. Let's be real. The Vikings was the best offense in the league that year, right? The Falcons won, and we just happy to get there, right? It was the Dirty Birds. We did our thing, had a pretty good, solid defense, you know, but it's any given Sunday, and we weren't supposed to be there, but you know, field goal kicker missed the field goal, and we stole it from them. We stole that NFC Championship game from the Minnesota Vikings, and then what happened? Eugene Robinson go down there, get arrested, and all this crap, and we get blown out by the Broncos. Right? Um, Michael Vick come in, change the fortunes for the franchise. All the excitement there, right? We had probably one of the most exciting players in NFL history to be on Atlanta Falcons. And, it was hot Atlanta, man. Michael Vick put on a show. But Michael Vick was here with 6 seasons, and he only had 2 winning seasons in 6 seasons, right? But it was a good show, and you can see the Falcons start to be excited and things like that. 2008, they brought in Matt Ryan. First season goes to the playoffs. Have these playoff runs. We have the number 1 seed against the Green Bay Packers. They came in and shellacked us in the Georgia Dome. Remember that? 2012, San Francisco 49ers up 17-0 at the half. We come out, lose that, right? At the end, don't call pass interference on Roddy White, right? 2016, we know how that turned out. Don't want to talk about that. 2017 divisional round against the Philadelphia Eagles. Julio can't get his feet in when he catch the ball in the back of the end zone. I think we had first down at the 8-yard line, first and goal, couldn't get in for 4 straight plays. Right, they used Steve Sarkisian as a scapegoat on that. We scored 2 points against the Giants in one playoff season. Like it's just over the seasons. This is what the Atlanta Falcons have done to this fan base. This is what Atlanta Falcons have done to this fan base. But if you like me, and other Falcon fans, we've been here the whole time. And we keep believing. Every year we come in. Like I said, I've been a season ticket holder 5 seasons, right? How many winning seasons we had since I've been a season ticket holder? Not one. Not one. We have not had a winning season since I've been a season ticket holder. But I've been there. I've been a loyal fan, right? We go to the training camps. But it's been about 2.5 years since I started this podcast. I come out here and I speak my passion on this team, and I want these guys to do good. And I had high hopes for this season. I really did. Go back to my earlier videos early this season. I think I had this team winning 11 games, maybe. Either 10-7 or 12-6. Or 11-6. One of the two. I can't remember. But I had us going to the playoffs. When thinking about no Super Bowl or anything like that, but I did have us, being a good competitive team, having a deep run. And what has transpired over this past season is nothing like what I expected, right? I was excited to see defense. That's one of the things, and the defense has lived up to it. It really has, right? All season long, top 10 defense, really have played well. Crucial moment, situation football has let us down. But I would say because our offense didn't help at all in a lot of these games. So I'm not going to give any blame to the defense for the most part. Right? Still need some playmakers on defense though. We need a pass rusher, right? Um, we probably need another safety. I don't know. Richard Grant is hit or miss sometimes. Might need another cornerback, another guy. But you know, this team is good enough to be in the playoffs. They are. But one thing you gotta have, you gotta have good coaching, and you gotta have a good quarterback. And that's where the Atlanta Falcons don't have. That's where we're at, guys. And we have to look at ourselves, look at the team, and call it for what it is, right? And that's why we can't win the games that we need to win, that we should win, that we're supposed to win, because we don't have a good quarterback and we don't have good coach. And every week it shows that we have the players, we have the talent, right? They drafted well. They drafted well. They went and got good guys in free agency to 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 play, their roles, to do their 1 of 11, they so called say. But at the end of the day, situational football comes down to coaching and execution. And our coaches just not doing it. It's just not doing it to where they need to be, and the players are not executing. And you can see it, right? Because when it comes down to we need this play, we need to make it happen, right? We never make it. We never make the play. And if we do, it's not consistent enough, right? That's what happens. These last 3 games have been must wins for the Atlanta Falcons, and they have not delivered. I mean, it's just that simple. Been must wins for these guys, and they haven't got it done like the way they needed to. And that's what it boils down to. And today's game, it just really is just the season in its whole, the way we played. And really think about the last month and a half, you can see the just visions of what you've seen all season. You can say like, yep, that's we can see that coming, right? We can see that interception happening. We can see that fumble happening. We can see that dumbass play call because we've seen it all season long, right? We can see Richard Grant giving up a big play, right? We can see us giving up explosive somewhere at the end of the game, right? And putting them in scoring position. Because guess what? We have seen it all season, right? Right. So you shouldn't be surprised about the outcome of today, because what happened today is really, it's just a compilation of what been happened all season long from this Atlanta Falcon team, right? Defense played great all game long, but the offense don't help them out. Then offense will make a little play at the end and be like, okay, defense, we know you tired, but what you need you to do is one more step. And defense like, man, I'm gonna try, but they can't. They can't make that one big play to build offense out again. And that's what happened today. Defense, first half, 3 points, man. First half. Come on, man. Like you can't make it up. You can't make this stuff up, man. The it's like you can already when they set the season like it's a script out there reading for the Atlanta Falcons. Maybe it is because it's nothing that happens, this season based on what we have seen really should have surprised you about this game. That's what it really boils down to. This game is a compilation of the entire season, right? Defense play well, offense can't get it done whatsoever. And then you got the coach, and you got the quarterback, and neither one of them can get their head out their ass, and it puts all on the whole entire team. That's what happens. We're in the rainy slugfest, 2 field goals on the field. We didn't need to pass, but in Desmond Ritter defense, Kyle Pitts was held. No, 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 no. I'm not going to give Desmond Ritter no defense. He cannot throw that ball, man. He cannot throw that pass. And you can put it on the coach. We shouldn't. You right. We shouldn't. We should have just ran the ball and kicked the field goal. If you want to say that, I'm cool with it. But you didn't. You gave it to your quarterback, who you know is going to turn the ball over, who ain't got it, and that's what happens. Matt Hallen saw Ritter for what he was. Yeah, we all assumed that Desmond Ritter was something that he's not. Arthur Smith has to go. Ryan Nielsen deserved to be the coach the remaining games to finish out the season. I have no argument with you with that so whatsoever. Let's go. Put him in. Let Arthur Smith go. All right. I don't know who's gonna call plays. Guess David going. I have experience calling plays, I guess. But at the end of the day, man, um, if we ain't heard it by now, we probably won't hear it today because they have to go ahead. They got to get ready for Indianapolis here soon. They so we don't hear about tomorrow. He gonna be the coach. And Arthur Blank ain't never really been a impulsive guy like that. You know, he kind of gets on people's nerves a little bit because he kind of loyal to a fault, right? So I don't think Arthur Smith was going to get fired by the end of the season, right? I think he might get fired at the end of the season. He really might, you know. But if you think about it, so I'm looking at it like this. So Dan Quinn got kept for one more season, but he had to make changes, right? He had to take over defensive play calling. Remember that? He had to get rid of Steve Sarkisian. Remember that? Um, so those are some of the things that Dan Quinn had to do to keep his job, but it still didn't pan out right because our defense still was garbage, right? Um, he got rid of. He tried to use Steve Sarkisian as a scapegoat, and he brought in, um, freaking archaic dude that probably should have stopped calling plays a long time ago. And Dirk Carter, right? Remember he bringing him in, and that offense was just old fashioned, and it didn't pan out that way either. So it's gonna be a scapegoat. Let's put it like this: this season, this debacle of the season by the Atlanta Falcons is gonna be a scapegoat. We don't know who it's gonna be yet, right? If Archie Smith stays, it's gonna be a scapegoat, right? And they might blame it on the quarterback, which, in my opinion, he got some blame. Trust me, he got some blame. He ain't the franchise guy, so he can take some blame, but he ain't the reason why that this team sucking the way it's sucking. He's not the only reason why, right? He's not the guy, so he has some blame, and I can give him 50% of it because he's not the guy. But the play calling on the offensive side of the ball has not been what it needs to be. The game plan, and I'm not going to even say the play calling, right? Because I think it starts at the game plan. Like Arthur Smith does not have a game plan week to week. It doesn't seem like he do, and if he does, it seems like it's the wrong game plan, right? The Atlanta Falcons ran for 52 yards today, 1.7 yards a carry. They ran for 52 yards today, but they had 32 attempts, right? So and see, it's like reaction. It's like reaction from the fan base or how Arthur Smith do his game plan. This is what he do. It's like reaction, right? So the Atlanta Falcons threw the ball 40 times last week, right? And everybody was clamoring, we need to run the ball more, run the ball more, run the ball more. And he overcompensate the next week. So he ran the ball more, and we only have 12 completions on the game today, right? Where we was in third and long quite a bit, right? Third and long quite a bit. Instead of Arthur Smith trying to pass for the first down, he trying to run on third and long, like giving up. Like, dude, you trying to go to the playoffs or not? Like, you can't run on 3rd and 7, bro. You're not getting the first down on that defense on 3rd and 7. You got to pass the ball. And if you don't trust your quarterback, why in the hell are you out there in the first place? Right? He overcompensates. It's like reaction. Like, we threw the ball 40 times last week. Why are we not running the ball more? Well, he come out and run the ball more against a defense that know that you're going to try to run the ball and you only getting 1.7 yards to carry, and you keep hitting your head on the wall instead of trying to do dropbacks. And you like running play action for no reason. Why are you calling play action pass when your run is not effective? You faking the ball to the running back and you only averaging 1.7 yards to carry. Like, it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. So with his game plan, whatever his game plan is, going into the game, and he don't know how to do adjustments, because when you see that shit ain't working, you stick with it, and then your quarterback can't get the job done because going to the left, he's inaccurate. He's inaccurate going to the left. It's proven. You can go back and look. That great throw he threw to Jonnu Smith, it was going to the right. He's really good going to the right. Going to the left, he's inaccurate. He is. He's an inaccurate quarterback, right? And he's hesitant. He's hesitant. Balls on times. You got to throw the ball on time. You got to believe what your eyes see, and you got to react fast. That's not what he does. He's a good backup quarterback, and it's okay. It's a lot of backup quarterbacks who've been in this league a long time. Look at Ryan Fitzpatrick. Look at Case Keenum. Look at Taylor Heineke. Been in the league a long time, man. Being a backup quarterback, it's okay. It's okay to be a backup quarterback. Look at Tyrod Taylor. Been a quarterback for a long time. Look at Teddy Bridgewater, who they thought was going to be the star. He's retiring. He's putting his retirement in. But Desmond Ridder is a good backup quarterback, but he's not a franchise guy. So we need to just let that go, let that dream go, let that dream die. He's not the guy. He's not the guy, man. He is not. And Arthur Smith, probably not the coach. But that's on Arthur Blank. So going into next season, we got to make a decision. We got to make a decision what we're going to do, right? Arthur Smith, you got to give up your play calling, bro. You need to look in the mirror and be like, I can't handle this shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I did. You know, I had King Henry, and we could do things with King Henry, but in Atlanta, I just got too many weapons. I don't know what to do with all these weapons. And just be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, and go get an offensive coordinator that can utilize those guys. You got to get a quarterback first. That ain't my problem. I don't know what quarterback to go get, right? If you want to go out and take a chance on Justin Fields, who just inconsistent, just as inconsistent as Desmond Ridder, you can, right? Bring him in, do a quarterback competition between him and your backup quarterback, Desmond Ridder, and see who wins out, right? You can do that, right? Or Chicago decide to keep Justin Fields, I would trade up and go get one of these rookie guys. Yes, they unknown commodities. They are. And Archie Smith probably going to ruin their career if he continue to play call, right? But you need a franchise guy. That's what you need. You can't play around with your franchise trying to figure out if this guy's going to be the guy and this guy's going to be the guy. right? The scouting department need to do their due diligence this offseason on all these rookies. And then the front office, the head coach, and the owner need to make a decision. We gonna move up to go get our guy. Just like the Carolina Panthers did this year, right? Just like, you know, the Jacksonville Jaguars did. You need to go get your guy. If you think one of these guys is your guy, you need to go get him. Your guy's not on the team right now. We already established that. It's not Desmond Ritter. It's not him. He's not the guy. But you need to figure out if it's a veteran guy. It's only one veteran out there. Everybody keep talking about um, Kirk Cousins, right? Kirk Cousins is better than Desmond Ritter, yes. But is he the long term answer for the Atlanta Falcons? Or are we going to be still in mediocre football and we're going to have that here we go moment again, right? Here we go, right? So that's got to be a decision what we're going to do with Desmond Ritter. I mean, with the quarterback position. That should be their number one. Number two thing they need to do, like I said, is go get a pass rusher. We need to do whatever we need to do to get a pass rusher. If it's a pass rusher on the market, the best pass rusher out there, Atlanta Falcons need to go pay him. We talk about action now because as a fan base, we tired, man. I'm speaking for all Atlanta Falcon fans. We tired. We are tired. He said, "Do Arthur Smith deserve to coach another game before the team this season?" No, probably not. So Arthur Blank though, play action on third and long. Yeah, he play action on third and long, and we averaged 1.7 yards a carry. Don't make any sense, man. You thought they were gonna bite up on your play action. You ain't ran the ball all game. Like only way play action work if like they really believe you can rush it. Like they're not even scared. They're like you can't run the ball and you can't throw it neither. It's ridiculous. Tampa Bay and New Orleans went and got veteran quarterbacks and they're doing okay. Yeah, but are they the long term answer for their teams? Like I said, I that could be the way to go. Get veteran guys. I get it. They could be the way to go out and get a veteran quarterback and let's see what this Atlanta Falcon team can do, right? Let's go out and get a veteran quarterback and let's see if we can like try to capture lightning in the bottle, man, and go get a Super Bowl, right? We could do that, right? Because I think this team is in my opinion, it is a quarterback away, and probably some decision making on the coaching side of the way too. Because we can't just dissolve Arthur Smith decisions on being a coach. Let's just go on and call it what it is. So even if we had a quarterback, we probably still be in some bad situations. But I can tell you this: a veteran quarterback would not have made that throw, right? And I'm gonna go back to my love fest with my favorite quarterback. Matty Ice wouldn't have made that throw. You know what I'm saying? So then just but we got to do something, man. It's time. It's time. I'm tired. I'm tired, man. Like I don't even know if I'm going to the game. I'm probably not going to the game on Sunday. They don't deserve my support. Not this weekend. After what they did today, they don't deserve my support to go out and root for the team and for no reason because we don't have anything to play for anymore. They're okay until you get your future. Not gambling on a third round pick. Exactly, that's what we did. We gambled on our third round pick. It sounded good to start the season, man. And we were like, man, there's no way Des Ritter can be worse than Marcus Mariota. Right? That's what we all was saying. There's no way he can be worse than Marcus Mariota. But guess what, guys? He's just as bad. He's just as bad as Marcus Mariota. And let's be honest. Maybe if we had Marcus Mariota, we wouldn't be this bad. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm. It's hard to say. I mean, the kid only got 10 touchdowns on the season. Only got 10 touchdowns on the season, so it's not like he lit up the scoreboard. So it wasn't like he was a whole lot better, much better than Marcus Mariota. So I'm not going to even try to justify. Yeah, he better than Marcus. I don't know. I don't know. Who said boycott Sunday? Art Smith still the coach. I guess we everybody gonna boycott. Then put the word out. Put the word out. Because I think he's going to still be our coach. Veteran quarterback, live moment. Really forgot that our position was in a rainy slugfest. So throw the ball away and attempt 3 points. I think that was second down. If I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me on that, but I don't even think that was third down. I think that was second down. So I think we still had the opportunity. If you throw it away, you still could go for it on third down. Like, but you gotta know time on the clock, time in the game, score, and we got 3 points on the board. Right? No coaching had to tell you that in your ear. So maybe Arthur Smith should have told him. See, another stupid mistake by the coach. First of all, putting the ball in Desmond Ritter's hand, right? That was dumb. And then second of all, um, throwing it because so Mario ran RPO better, way better. He ran the RPO way better. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe we would have been better off with Marcus Mariota. I hate to say it because Desmond Ritter ain't showed me crap. Like it's not like he lit the look. He had a couple of 300-yard games, and he had three, and we 1-2 in those games. So we don't lost two of the three that he had 300 yards. So he hasn't impressed me, guys. And I had high hopes with him. I wanted him to be the guy. Cause think about it, that salary, the pieces we could put around a young good quarterback, man, that would have been really good. But we still can do that. We can still do that, right? Now we're gonna have to give up some draft capital to get it. We're gonna have to give up some draft capital. What I mean by that, we need to move up and get us a rookie. I'm on a rookie train now because I'm thinking about the future and I'm thinking about a team with the Archer Smith. So that's what I'm thinking about. So if you're thinking about a team with Arthur Smith, because even if he does play, I mean, come back this season, next season, I think it's gonna be his last game, last season, especially if he don't get us into the playoffs. So with that mindset, I'm thinking about the future, guys. That's why I want to go get. I want to get our franchise quarterback. I don't want to be the Jets. I don't want to be the Browns. I don't want to be those teams that be searching for a quarterback every year. Right? We got spoiled, guys. We had a quarterback for 14 years. Before that, we had Michael Vick. Right? So from 2000 to 2017, 18 to 2021, right? We had us a franchise quarterback here for the most part, right? You can cancel out, 2006, 2007 maybe, but between those two seasons, right? We had us a franchise quarterback, right? That's one position that we wasn't even thinking about, right? We was like, man, we just need to get pieces and all this stuff. Now we're in the position where we have the pieces, but we don't have a guy, a sitting the caller. And I mean, and you can just go look at it, man. Like I'm talking about guys that when they don't have all their pieces, they still can make plays, right? I'm talking about when you look at teams, right? You look at teams when they starting quarterback don't play and they look like a totally different team. That's what I'm talking about. A franchise quarterback. That's what we need, right? We need a difference maker. We need a difference maker. That's what we need. And and we don't have that right now on the team. Right. And at this point, to everybody's point, we don't have the coach either, I guess. So, like, but if Arthur Blank's going to keep the coach, right, you need to go ahead and make the coach go out and get our future franchise guy. And that's what I'm thinking. So let's go up, move up, and you. To me, it's only three guys that I wouldn't even consider. Right, Penix Jr. I don't like his injury history, so I'm gonna just take him out of it. Bo Nix, seen Bo Nix play in the SEC for like 3 years. Nope, don't want him. The kid Jalen Daniels, who just won the Heisman, I think he has potential. Still don't know though. I'm just be honest with you guys. Not 100% sure he can be a pro football quarterback. Right? Um, Drake May, another guy. Don't know. Don't know if he can be a pro quarterback. Not sure. And Caleb Williams. Those three guys, man. I roll the dice, man. Put all the chips in the middle. Do your due diligence in the draft. Find out which one of these guys you want to be the face of your franchise, and give them the keys. That's what needs to happen. And then you go out and get you a pass rusher. You pay AJ Terrell. Grady come back. We got David. We got Troy Anderson coming back. Defense really be good. This Atlanta Falcon team can put all the young pieces around that young quarterback who's a rookie that's still learning the game, but we're gonna not ask him to do a whole lot, but make some of those plays, off schedule plays that a real talented guy can do, and let's see can we can actually make some noise next year. That's what I want. That's my dream, because right now the Atlanta Falcons is here we go again. That's where we at right now, and that's my thing. Here we go again, right? Because every year, man, it's the same bullshit, and we won't change, and it changes now. And I ain't just talking about I'm talking about philosophy change, right? I ain't just talking about bringing new coach in. I ain't talking. I'm talking about philosophy. Like, we want to go all in. We want to be the Rams. We putting all our chips in the middle and go get us a Super Bowl, right? Let's be the Rams. Let's be the 49ers. When they don't gave up all, they think about what the 49ers did. They traded for Trey Lance, right? Three first round picks, then paying out. Started Brock Purdy, got Trace Young, got McCaffrey, right? They went all in. They look at their squad now. Right, go all in. Look what the Philadelphia Eagles did. Go all in, man. Atlanta Falcons, stop this nonsense. Let's go all in and take a chance, man. Because what you've been doing ain't working anyway. Like, stop trying to be mediocre. Be a mediocre team. Let's go all in. You did it. Think about it. You don't act like you don't take chances, because you tried to go get Deshaun Watson that 2 seasons ago. We remember that. And that was a big chance. That was a big gamble, right? Going to get a guy with all those freaking cases out there. So you are willing to do it. You are willing to do it, Mr. Blank. So I'm telling you now, take a chance, put all the cards in the middle, go out and try to build this team to win now. And if you do it the right way, you can do it for the future as well. That's what I'm talking about. He said, Millie Mill said, Knicks, not Bo Nix. I like Penix Jr., man. I'm nervous about his injuries, but Knicks, no. So we seen Bo Nix play, man. I don't like Knicks. NFL is set up to win before you have to pay your quarterback. Exactly. So let's start the clock over then. Let's go get us a rookie quarterback. See, Trey Coop, you on it, man. You on it, man. What's up? What's up, Uncle Steve? Huh? We want to talk about, man. What's going on? You think the fan base have the patience for another rookie quarterback? Yes. Yes, they do. If he's exciting, if he's exciting, that's why I said go put out. Say I said go get the consensus number one guy, whoever that is. When the draft comes around, Atlanta Falcons, put all your chips in and go get the consensus number one guy. The fan base would be excited, and if everybody think that's Caleb Williams, go get Caleb Williams. What you got to lose, man? What do we have to lose? Right? Ain't no veteran quarterback out there that's going to be a game changer for us. Don't say Ryan Tannehill. Hell no. Kirk Cousins, he's on the tail end of his career, right? Like I say, you want to take a chance on Justin Fields, but he's just as inconsistent as Desmond Ritter is. So you taking a chance on that, and how much you gonna have to give up to get him? They give him away for a fourth round pick. Okay, we'll take Desmond Ritter, but not give second for Justin Fields. Hell no. So my point is, take a chance on a young guy that yes, I think would energize the fan base, especially if he's consensus number one. I think you should do that. That's just my opinion. Let's energize the fan base. Let's make it happen. So, because what veteran out there? What veteran you gonna get? And how much is going to cost you? That's the question you need to ask yourself. What's going on? What's going on? Ritter was starting quarterback. Ain't trying to, to hear nothing about the rain and the cold. Nope. Rain and cold. And then have injuries. This start. And we our offensive line injured. It didn't factor in the game at all. Didn't matter. The rain, the wind, the cold, none of that factored into this to the outcome of this game. Telling you that now. No, none of that. That's not why Bijan fumbled the ball. That's not why Desmond Ritter threw an interception. That's not why our offense had only 12 first down the whole game. That's not why. So if anybody want to use the weather as an excuse, I say no. No, 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 no. That's not why. It was execution and coaching. Execution and coaching. That's what it's about. Execution and coaching. That's why we lost. Man, we lost to a team where they linebacker was doing kickoffs. You can't even make that up. They linebacker was doing kickoffs, man. Linebacker was doing kickoffs. Some of this stuff you can't make up, guys. Some of this stuff is just it's what we saw today is nothing we haven't seen all season long. So why are we surprised? Why are we surprised about what we've seen today from an offensive standpoint? How many turnovers Desmond really got on the season? 13? Is it 13 turnovers? I think it's about 13 turnovers. What did I say on Monday? Our offense wasn't going to get any points on the board. It was going to have at least 2 turnovers. That's what happened. And we probably should have had more because he fumbled the ball like 3 times and the ball bounced the right way back in his hand. So, like, how many times Bryce Young fumbled? Once, right? Did he fumble with the snap anytime? No. He got a strip sack, right? But he got the ball back. But how many times did Bryce Young fumble the snap? Not one time. We always play down to our opponent. We lost to the Cards. You can't even make. He said we lost to the Cards and the Panthers. Yep. Yeah. That's sad, man. That's sad. You know what? And the only other team to lose to the Cards um, was the Cowboys. Everybody make the Cowboys. You know, got a great team, but they lost to the Cards too. But they lost to the Cards with their backup quarterback, right? We lost to the Cards with okay, it was a starter, but he had just came back off a year long absent from playing, right? And like some of this stuff you can't make up, man. Being a Falcon fan, we have what you call fan scars. We got fan scars as Falcon fans because we don't seen it all when it comes to losing, right? Nobody can compare the Falcons' losses to any other fan base, right? Like I mean, even go back to the 1-15, the 0-16 Detroit Lions, right? A couple of years ago back here when the Detroit Lions went 0-16. The Atlanta Falcons have lost in so many ways where you can't even make it up, right? And some people saying we might be snake bitten, right? Maybe we we cursed or something like that. I don't know. I have no idea, but man, did you see their stadium, their fan base? They didn't even show up to the game. It was like a high school game. You know, fans, scattered out the stadium. They had no crowd, you know, getting their defense pumped up and stuff like that. Those guys went out and played just for the love of the game and to spoil the Atlanta Falcon playoff hopes. And the Falcons went out there with everything on the line and put up 7 points. You can't make it up, man. You cannot make it up. The Atlanta Falcons went out in today's game with everything on the line. They had a game plan. Think about it. They started a game plan probably Monday night, right? Brought it in on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, prepped up. This is how we're gonna do because this is the biggest game of the season for us. It's the biggest game of the season for us. This game right here. This is the biggest game of the season for us, right? Our game plan is we're gonna put up 7 points. You can't make that shit up, man. You can't make it up. Lost to three worst teams in the NFC: Panther, Card. Woo! At least after this season, we have the second easiest because the Panthers going to get the easiest schedule, right? We already know that because they got the worst record in the division, right? So we'll get the second easiest schedule in the division because we probably end up being third in the division again. Um, after because we're gonna probably lose two out of the last three games here, so um, which will make the Falcons have another 7-10 season too, right? That'll be poetic, right? For Arthur Smith, first three seasons to go 7-10, 7-10, 7-10. Wow, man, you can't make it up, man. You can't make it up, and I can see it. I can see the writing on the wall. We're kind of you figure out what Ritter was looking at that. It looked like honestly, it looked like he was looking at Drake London. It really looked like he was looking at Drake London, but he threw it to the defender. He looked like he looked off Drake London and threw it to the defender. That's what he looked like. You know how in basketball you look at the player and you do a no look pass. So he looked like he looked at Drake, but then he threw it directly to the defender. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like to me. He threw that, and like you can't even make that up, man. It went directly to him. It was no receiver there. No receiver there. Can't even make that up, man. The crazy part is that the team loaded with talent in both sides of the ball too. Yes, yes, this is a talented team. That's why I say go get a rookie, man. because the team already has talent. The team already has talent. That's why I say go get a rookie. Like you don't. It's not a lot of holes. It's not a perfect team, right? We do have some holes. We need a pass rusher. There's no doubt about that. We probably need another coverage safety because Richard Grant ain't the guy. Um, maybe need another corner or something like that. Um, I like I like our linebacker core. I like our defensive front. If they all stay healthy with Grady and David Amiyata and those guys, um, I like this team a lot. That's why it's so disappointing, and that's why Arthur Smith should be on the hot seat because it's a talented team, and we're gonna have another 7-10 win season. We're gonna have another 7-10 season. That's crazy. Another 7-win season, man. Terry gave Smith more than enough weapons. Yes, yes. People saying that Terry Fontenot is going to be on the hot seat as well. No, this is a talented team. I mean, look at a guy like Nate Lemon. It's honestly questions about should you put Troy Anderson back as starting the way Nate Lemon has been playing. That's a real question, right? You guys know I'm right. The way Nate Lemon has been playing this season, the question is should Troy Anderson start next season? That's a real question. That's a real question. Like honestly, that is right. So like you just look at Lakel London, the guy they brought in. Like I mean, the defensive line been decimated these last couple of games, but those guys still been playing. Look at Zach Harrison, man. Right, he's starting to come in his own. You starting to see it, right? You're starting to see it. The way he played today, just flashes that he's shown. So the pieces, this is a young, good team. It is, but the offense let us down, man. The offense let us down this year. The offense let us down. So what was Arthur Smith excuse this week? I didn't. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not listening any of Arthur Smith or Des. I don't want to hear nothing they got to say because they starting to remind me of Dan Quinn a little bit, and they starting to kind of piss me off because you know I believe in every guy in that locker room. We still got something to fight for. Man, nobody want to hear that bullshit. Nobody want to hear none of that crap. What's up, J Black 142? Nobody want to hear. Nobody wants to hear that we still believe in the guys in the locker room. We still got a light to fight for. It's not over yet. It's over, bro. You blew it. The season's over. Tampa Bay ain't. I don't see Tampa Bay losing two. And matter of fact, I don't see us winning three. So it is what it is. Like it's over, man. Should have been locked up a long time ago when those teams were struggling and we had them easy ass games on our schedule and we blowed it and blown it because we can't score points. So it's still garbage. Arthur Smith still calling awful plays that don't compliment his players. Yep, yep. I'm the saddest part is, man, like you gotta kind of feel sorry for some of the players on the team, right? Um, because you kind of can envision what they would be like on another team. Like I can only imagine how Kyle Pitts would be on another team, right? I mean, look at Sam Laporta for the Detroit Lions, right? He was not nearly touted as you know a prospect coming out of college as Kyle Pitts, but he's way more productive than Kyle Pitts is in that Detroit Lions offense. Like, and it's kind of sad when you see that because you know, is he more talented than Kyle Pitts? No, not really. But I mean, if you look at the numbers, you say yeah, right. So like that's what I'm talking about. Drake London, man, Drake London is a straight dog. Drake London is a straight freaking dog. He's a legitimate number one receiver, but he don't get the shine. He don't get the shine. Don't get the shine, right? CP just a waste. They wasted CP this season. He got like 40 carries on the season. Like you don't know what to do with him. Like it's this is a sad like display of, from an offensive team with talent. If you look on paper and you write these guys' name down on paper, you be like, wow, that's a talented team. And that's what we all thought when we seen it, coming into the season. But it has not translated on the field, not one game. Not one game. We have not seen one game of their talent on display. Like you seen in the 49er game where you see Debo go off, Ayuk, Kittle, McCaffrey, they all go off at one time. Like this offense seemed like it would have that kind of potential, but we haven't seen it, man. And it's all because he don't know how to get his players the ball, right? And our quarterback sucks. So it go hands in hand to me. Like I'm not just putting it on the coach. I'm putting it on coach and the quarterback because that quarterback ain't the guy. And if he was the guy, maybe you would see more, those guys, despite of the coach. But when you got the coach, the way he called plays, and then you got the quarterback, the way his inconsistent as is, like you're gonna get what you get from an offensive standpoint, and that's where we're at now. So, like that's why it sucks. No excuse this week. Smith looked humble during the press conference, head real low. I don't care. I'm not watching it. I'm not gonna even watch. I don't care. Oh, let us down, 100%. Said Troy can play outside linebacker. Yeah, you're gonna do something. They're gonna make a decision on that, man. Because I wouldn't take Nate Lemon out. That he's been balling, man. He really been balling. So he earned that spot. Um, I don't want to hear anything about Smith either. He screwed the pooch. Tampa is playing good now. Yep, we had our chances, man. We could have ran away with this division a long time ago. Could have ran with this division a long time ago. Long time ago. Smith ego is wasting his players' careers. Yep, definitely is. That's why I said, man, if he ain't willing to give up play calling, he need to get fired. If Arthur Blank's going to keep him, he got to get. In my opinion, he got to give up play calling. That ain't your forte, bro. You might thought it was when you was in Tennessee, but you got way more talent now. So it's not as simple. In Tennessee, it was simple. You run Derrick Henry, you do a play action, throw the ball to AJ Brown, a couple of your tight ends. You got plethora of weapons here. You don't even know how to use them, bro. So you need to give up your play calling. Wasted CP. It could have traded him for a third. Yep. They just wasted CP. 100% wasted him. Wasted him. That's what I'm saying. You be honest with you, wasting Kyle Pitts too, right? Think about it. You you can probably get something for Kyle Pitts. I hate to say that because I believe if you trade Kyle Pitts somewhere else, you're gonna turn to Brett Favre or Deion Sanders and be Hall of Famers, right? And he was on our squad and we didn't want to utilize him, right? And then we'll be regretting it. Yeah, that guy was drafted by Atlanta Falcons. He's a Hall of Famer at that team, though. Like so, but if you're not going to use the number 4 overall pick, to be a number 4 overall pick, and he always like, if you really look at the game, he's been doing a lot, to help us win. We ain't winning, bro. We ain't winning. So you can stop that narrative right there. That Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, they do help us win. We're not winning. So that narrative is dead. You're not using them to win games because they're not winning. You're not winning. So You can stop that crap. You can stop that. Crazy part is that the defense held it down. They gave up 9 points. The defense gave up 9 points, which means, hint, hint, Desmond Ritter don't throw an interception right there. We kick a field goal. It'd be 10-6. Now the Panthers need a touchdown to win the game instead of a field goal. Things get a little bit different then. Things get a little bit different then. Think about that. If he give it up, he would ruin the whole team, defense included. You say if he give up the play calling? No, man, just be the head coach. Like I can say this about Arthur Smith. So if I can say one good thing about him, I do like the culture he created. I like the culture he created. Right, it's no selfish players on the team. Everybody is for a team. Right, I like that. I like the atmosphere. We like because you got some diva receivers out there like Drake London, the dog, but you don't see him, you know, showing out on the sideline because he ain't getting the rock like he should, and he could. Him and Kyle Pitts both could cause a chaos. So I like the culture that Arthur Smith created, but he needs to give up some. Just give up the play calling, bro, and then be a coach. Give your input, right? It's your offense. You still do that, but let somebody else call the plays to get these guys involved, man. It's some guys out there that are really good at it. They're really good at it. Josh McDaniels, for an example, a sorry ass head coach, but he's a great play caller. That's what he does, right? Eric Bieniemy, who sound like Ron Rivera gonna be let go if they keep Eric Bieniemy. If they don't, he could be a candidate to come in and be the offensive coordinator for a year as well. So it's 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 a way for Arthur Smith to stay as head coach and be the head coach, but give his duties to somebody else, right? That's what we're asking for, right? And if he's not willing to do that because somebody say like his ego and he think he knows what best, he got to go. It's just that simple. Because Arthur Smith cannot win tough games. No, it's execution and coaching, man. And guess what? That's NFL football, situational football, because you have to make the right calls and you got to execute right in the big moments. And that's not what the Atlanta Falcons do. We have never really done it. That's why we always lose. Think about it. Think about it. We have not, like, we don't execute the big moments. We never do. And we never make the right calls. If you make the right calls, they don't execute. So it's either way. Like, so you're right, he can't win the big moments. Arthur Smith needs to only be the head coach, not a play caller. There you go. I agree. We keep Ron Nilsson on ready to make him the head coach, honestly. Yeah, man. Yeah, hope nobody don't try to snag him up this offseason. Keep our finger crossed because there's gonna be some opening. That Charger job opening, um, that Commander job is gonna be opening. So let's hope we able to keep Ron Nilsson on the. Even if Arthur Smith gives up play calling, he would have a strip of plays for Dave Ragone or whoever. Don't say Dave Ragone. Dave Ragone definitely not the answer. Dave Ragone gonna probably be the scapegoat. It's got to be a scapegoat. You guys got to remember that somebody got to take the fall, right? Right. Um, that's just the way it goes in pro sports when they paying these coaches a lot of money, right? And the owner won't answers, right? So he was like, so you're not just gonna run it back with the same thing you had this year, right? Because that didn't work. So obviously you're making changes. So he looked down the list and he like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make some changes. I was gonna do that anyway, sir. Um, They were gone. You got to go. You my good friend, man, but I gotta let you go. Just like like Dan Quinn had to do. Same thing, right? Just like Dan Quinn had to do. Any new head coach has to keep Nielsen. Yep, that should be part of the stipulation. Yeah, see that's the thing about see guys. That's why it's scary too because we like some of these coaches on this staff, right? So Arthur Smith hired a lot of them, and then Arthur Blank said, "I want to keep everybody so Arthur Smith and Derrick gone because if Arthur Smith go, Derrick gone got to go too because he's the offensive coordinator by name by title, so he has to have some kind of say in this terrible game plan they do week to week. So he has to go too. Derrick gone, Arthur Smith got to be gone. But I think Derrick gone might be the scapegoat. Um, like I said, you know, NFL by relationships. I don't know how Arthur Smith is with with other coaches that he haven't ever worked with before. Because it seemed like he tried to bring in a lot of people he worked with before. He had a relationship with. But let's be honest, I think we're really just hoping that he get a play caller. He's not gonna do it. He's too ego driven. He's too proud. He's not gonna get a play caller. He's just not gonna do it. And then and if that's the case, this is last season. This is last season. Unless he goes out and like some of you guys suggested, go out and get a veteran quarterback who can run the offense without him screwing it up. Maybe that's what he needs. I love to have Tomlinson's Pitt talking about letting him go. Oh, that would be outstanding. But they're not gonna let him go. I mean, they could because believe it or not, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is worse than Atlanta Falcon offense. And guess what? They drafted their quarterback in the first round, so they kind of see and you do have to recognize that around NFL. There are a lot of teams that's in worse situation than the Atlanta Falcons, right? They are. I mean, it really is. I mean, look at the Commanders. We just talked about them. Chicago got a big decision to make on their quarterback position, right? Do they draft? Do they go out and draft, or do they keep Justin Fields, right? Look at the Panthers. They don't even have a first round pick, so they really don't have a talent to put around Bryce Young. They got to go get offensive linemen. What they gonna do with Brian Burns, Arthur Smith, Arthur Blank? Let's go get Brian Burns when we can. See, that's the kind of stuff you gotta look at. Other teams. Other teams are worse off than the Falcons, right? But we don't care about that because we ain't looking at other teams. We're looking at our team, and we're looking at the potential that we had this season and what we thought we could be, right? It makes you feel better, though. Don't get me wrong. I do feel better looking at other teams and looking how their situation is just the worst as ours. Like, look at the Aints. The Aints going to be way over the salary cap next year. All right, they got a lot of decisions to make as well. So that's going to be interesting to see about the Aints. Like I said, the Panthers, they have no first round pick. They ain't got no talent around Bryce Young. So true, we have 50 plus million in cap space, and Ridley might give us a second or third. Yeah, I'm going with second because I think he's going to get a contract, and so I think they're going to give him a long term contract. So I'm going with that second round pick. I think he already played enough snaps for us to get that third. So I think that they give him a contract this offseason, which I probably will. We're going to get that. Going to end up getting that second round pick, which Atlanta Falcons use that second round pick to go up and move up to get a quarterback, man. I'm telling you, they got to get a quarterback. So that's what you got to do. Artis Mills wants to go back to Tennessee to maybe as a coach in the future. Atlanta have too many black people to deal with. Yeah, man, because we don't play the Black City, man. It is Black City, but it's a it's a starving fan base for a winner, for a consistent winner. It really is, right? The Braves gave us a little taste, right? The Braves gave us a little taste, but it's a starving fan base. It really is. The Hawks, the Hawks ain't gonna never get y'all shit. Just let y'all know they ain't gonna never do it. The Braves, Dodgers don't bought trying to buy them the World Series. The Braves might be out of commission for a while, right? Atlanta United brought a championship home, but you know the South all about football, man. Can the Falcons deliver? Can the Falcons deliver, man? We want to be able to talk about the Falcons every season going to the playoffs, trying to play for it all. That's what we want. Yeah, I think Lawrence Love's really, yeah, they're gonna keep him. Daniels or Shadur Sanders would fill the seats quick. Yeah, Shadur will be that'll be 2 seasons from now though. Now Jalen Daniels though, I'm telling you, man, like, but the Falcons need to do their homework though. That's what they need to do, and so they don't need to just go out and pick a guy because everybody says he's the guy, right? That's what happened with Zach Wilson, right? Somebody put Zach Wilson up here and he got picked number 2 overall. The Falcons need to do their due diligence with all these quarterbacks in this draft. So I'm not saying just go out and get a guy because everybody's saying he's consensus number 1. Nope, you need to really, really dig deep and be like, yeah, this guy can play professional football, right? They took a chance at Desmond Ritter. He was a 3rd round pick, so it's not a big deal that he's not the guy because he was a 3rd round pick, right? That's why he got picked in 3rd round because it was 50-50 or 60-40 that he might not be the guy, right? So that's why he was picked in the 3rd round. But you go guy get a guy in the 1st round, you're hoping this guy be the guy. So they need to do their due diligence and make sure that they go out and they do everything they can to pick the right guy if they're going to go quarterback route in the draft. In my opinion, I don't see a reason why they shouldn't. Right? It's not enough veterans out there for me to do it. So I'll go to Ricky route and guess what, guys? I'm gonna start. I'm after the bowl season is over here, the end of the beginning of the year. I'm gonna start looking at all these quarterbacks and put my opinion on who I think they should go out there, right? So a lot of stuff got to transpire between now and then, of course, and before the draft. But um, free agency, all that stuff we have to see. But at the end of the day, um, I'm holding out hope that they go ahead and do something big this off season to energize this fan base. Because at this point, um, I don't see where you could bring the excitement that you had this off season again next season. This was one of the exciting season for us, right? Because we had money, we put all that you know all that money into our defense. Our draft class was really really looking good on paper and everything like that. And then we had the disappointing season. And if you want to energize the fan base next season, the Atlanta Falcons need to do something big. They really do. They need to take a chance, man, and and give some hope, right? Coming back with Arthur Smith and Desmond Ritter ain't gonna be hope. I'm telling you that right now because it's gonna be some of the same old crap. So that's where I'm at with it. I never seen a player hurt themselves as much as Ritter does. He has all the tools. Yeah, man. He had every opportunity. He had every opportunity to take this, this team by the horns and tell the fan base fuck you and all that shit. But he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it, man. He's in his own way, right? And you put all the play calling on Arthur Smith all you want, but he the one throwing the ball. So at the end of the day, like the stuff he does, like it has nothing to do because yes, it could have been a bad play call, but you're the one making the play, man. Like, don't make a bad play. Like, I almost threw a pick six to Brian Burns today. Y'all remember that? So, I mean, it's like never ending, man. So, it's a good point though. He shot himself, man. Ain't nothing. No, it's nobody's fault. You can blame it on Arthur Smith all you want to, but Arthur Smith ain't throwing them balls, man. He ain't making them badass throws, man. Like that's all on you. He ain't fumbling the ball. He's not doing all that crap. Yeah, he's the reason why the offense is not as efficient as it has been, needs to be. But throwing the ball to wrong people and making bad decisions with the ball after it's in your hand, that's all on you. And you didn't live up to it, man. It is what it is. So I wouldn't mind seeing Woodside start the last game. He might be our Brock Purdy. Yeah, I mean, he looked good in preseason. He really did. Another guy mentioned that to me earlier. Might as well. What you got to lose? You already seen Desmond Ritter. Got enough film tape on Taylor Heineke. Let's see what Logan Woodside can do. I don't disagree with you on that. Don't disagree with you on that, man. He could be Brock. That would be something serious, man. He come in and start throwing the ball around and hitting all our guys and like what the hell? Like we had him in our back pocket the whole season. Like that would be crazy. That would be crazy. He said Arthur Smith chose that. He sure did. He sure did. That's why his ass on the hot seat now. that's why. That's why Arthur Smith on the hot seat because he chose Desmond Ritter. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one, Coop. Yeah, man. he chose Desmond Ritter. He chose Desmond Ritter. That's why he on the hot seat. That's funny, bro. Yep. You're right. He chose Desmond Ritter. That's why your ass about to be out the door. About to be out the door, man. And then he brought in Taylor Heineke. He was just as bad, right? Maybe even worse a little bit. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's funny. It's really funny. Said crazy thing. Woodson might be the only one returning quarterback out of the three of them. Could be you. Now I should believe Desmond going to be here because he's on the contract for the next 2 seasons, and small salary about 1.1 million something like that. So he probably stay on. He like I say, stay on the backup quarterback, right? And he seemed like he's a team player because he can teach the rookie, right? Some guys are not meant to be starters, man. That's okay because it's a lot of guys made a good living being backups, in this league. So like it's okay. It's okay. But he has shown us, man, like people are tired of this crap. People are tired of it. Really are. Guys, I'm going on 150 hour and 50 minutes. So I enjoy all you guys coming in and like I was telling the other guys, from the other content creators out there, this is a therapy session for us. That's what this is. We come in and help us get over the loss, man. Because before I started this podcast, I used to be moping around for like 3 or 4 days after the Falcon lose. I really did. Even I knew they was gonna lose. I still be upset, man, because we always had a chance to win. Like that's one thing about this team. Like for years, we never really like get blown out. We lose at the end. Like so we always had opportunity to win games. So it's so disappointing that the shit's still happening, and we got a whole new regime. You know, when Mike Smith was here, the same thing. Dan Quinn here, still the same thing. Now Arthur Smith, still the same thing. Like it, it is what it is, man. Said Dez might end up being a coach one day. Yes, he sure can. I can see that. I can see Dez being a coach one day. I can see that. I can see that. Cause the best coaches are the guys that wasn't really all world, really smart. He's a leader, all that stuff. But none of that shit matter. You can't play the position right good. Like good like let's be honest. One of the best NFL analysts on TV is Dan Orlovsky, but he wasn't a good quarterback. But he's a great freaking NFL analyst. The way he breaks down the game, break it down, look at the play calls. He understands the game really well. So like sometimes that's what it is. Just because you understand it, like I say, you can be a coach, like you just mentioned, but you just don't have the the intangibles to be that be that franchise guy, and that's okay. He's a great backup quarterback, though. He really is, man, because he has made some good plays this season. But too many, you know, plays in critical situational football moments where he has let us down, and that's the reason why we're in the position we are in today. So, um, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for coming in. Um, I guess I'll be back on Wednesday to get the keys to victory, even though I don't think they're gonna win. It's okay. It's okay if they don't win. Like I said, they need to lose the rest of their games anyway to see can they, improve their draft state. So when they do move up to get a young quarterback, um, they don't have to move up too far. Uh, so the season's over, guys. It's time to make changes. It's time to start looking forward. Um, if they surprise me and somehow they get in, I'm gonna be here to root them because that's what I am. I'm a Falcon fan, but um, I'm going to go ahead and put my mind at ease for the rest of this season, so I won't be so upset and thinking that we got a chance because um, I just don't see this offense turning it around and starting to show you know that they can put points on the board. So that's where I'm at with it. Um, so guys, that's all I got. One more statement here before we get out of here. Really going to be a media coach to teach players how to say all the right things like he does. That's a good one, man. He does say all the right thing. They all do. That's the what you call it, the political. That's the political way to say it, right? And because me just being the straight shooter I am, I come and be like, yeah, man, I fucking blew the game for the team. It's all my fault. I don't know why I threw that dumbass pass. And Art Smith get up there like, yeah, honestly, I don't know what I'd be doing. I don't know what kind of plays I'd be calling. I just be out there just looking on the call sheet and picking a play and close my eyes. Yeah, let's run this play and see if it'll work. So that's what they should say. But they get the right political answers, and you know that's what happens. So guys, that's all I have today. Thank you guys for coming in. Um, to this therapy session, you know what? We might start calling it that, right? After we lose, started calling it, you know, whatever it is. We'll call it therapy session, so we can all come in and feel better after we get off. That's all I got. This is your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.